What's up, folks? Welcome to another edition of Carolina Panthers Talk, brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube. I'm your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. So, just wanted to get on here right quick and just talk about two main things. Gonna take a look at the players that have made the Carolina Panthers practice squad, and looks like Carolina has went out and signed a kicker. After working out a couple of different kickers, they have settled in on one kicker. So we're going to talk about him. So let's go ahead and get started. Let's talk about this kicker. All right. I'm going to try to say this name correctly, but if I butcher it, please forgive me. Eddy Pineiro. I think that's how you say it. Pineiro? I could be wrong. But Eddy Pineiro Jr. signs a 1-year deal. 6 feet tall, 185 pounds. From Miami, Florida, 26 years old. Played at Florida. He was undrafted. He's been around for a little bit. Started off in 2018. He's been with the Raiders, Bears, Colts, Washington, Jets, and now he's a Carolina Panther. So, looking at his stats, I mean, he seems like he's decent. Has a career 86.1 career field goal percentage. And looking at his stats on ESPN, so in 2019, played 16 games for Chicago, was 23 of 28, so 82.1%. His career longest is 53 yards. He's missed 2 extra points that year as well. He was 27 of 29. What stands out, that 2019 season, dang, he was 3 of 7 on kicks from 40 to 49 yards, but 2 of 2 on 50 yards or more. And he was pretty much automatic from pretty much anywhere below 30 yards. He was 9 of 10 from 30 to 39. So, I mean, he seems to be pretty automatic at short distances. Struggled in the 40 to 49 distance, but he's been perfect so far on kicks from 50 yards or more. In 2019, and then in 2021, when he played 5 games for the Jets before he was released, he was 8 of 8. He only missed 1 extra point. He was 9 of 10, but 8 of 8 on field goals, which he hit 2 20 to 29 yarders, 2 30 to 39 yarders, 3 40 to 49 yarders, and 1 50-yarder, which his season high was 51 yards in 2021. So it sounds like this guy has potential. He has potential. I think he can. It looks like he will fit in just fine. I think he'll do fine. He's, like I said, he seems to do pretty well from 50 yards and out. So, I mean, if it comes down to that, he seems like he's, a good kicker. I mean, he may not be able to really replace Zane Gonzalez, because Zane Gonzalez has been automatic for us. But you know what? I have a feeling that he's at least going to be better than Joey Sly and better than Ryan Santoso. You know what I mean? So, you know what? This guy seems good. Seems decent. And apparently, wow, he's got some positive history. He's Christian. Oh, nice. He's Christian, and apparently, his father's a police officer, or actually, him and his father got the Police Service Award from Gainesville Police Department for helping a woman escape from a domestic abuser. Oh, snap. Okay. He's of Nicaraguan descent. First player in the NFL. Wow. Okay. Interesting guy. Interesting guy. But hey, I mean, he's also dealt with a groin injury before that prevented him from kicking in training camp and was on injured reserve throughout 2020. So that's why we haven't really seen him in 2020. But I mean, you know what? This guy seems decent. He seems decent with his stats. He seems decent. So I think this will work. I think this signing works. I mean, they did work out some kickers. None in particular that I know of, but I mean, they did work out some kickers, and it looks like they've settled in on this guy, this Eddy Pineiro. And stats wise, I think he'll be fine. I think he'll be fine. So you know what, Eddy Pineiro, welcome to the Carolina Panthers. Hopefully it works out and he's able to, fill in and be, a good, suitable place kicker. But we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so let's look at the 14. So 14 players have been added to the practice squad. So check this out. 14 players. So we got safety Justin Burris. He made the cut for practice squad. Wow, that's interesting. A veteran like him making the practice squad this late in his career. I don't know, it just seems kind of interesting. I mean, he's been in the league since 2016, so I mean, I don't know, I just find that kind of interesting. Because he's a vet, since 2016, so something tells me, I mean, and then again, other teams could still sign from other practice squads. So I mean, I don't know. I just feel like somebody like Justin Burris, I can't really see being on practice squad for long. But that's just me. But he made the practice squad. Safety Kenny Robinson actually made the practice squad. Dude is a hothead. He's been kicked out of practice, but yet he still made the practice squad. So I mean, I guess this is one of those things where the coach just, love, what he brings to the table. I mean, can be a hothead, but I guess his talent and his potential itself are enough to keep him on the Carolina Panthers in some capacity. So, I mean, hey, if that's how it is, that's how it is. Cornerback Madre Harper. I know that name's kind of bounced around a few times. Defensive end Austin Larkin. Okay, now that I think was a good move, keeping him on the practice squad. That one doesn't surprise me. Center Sam Tecklenburg. So they decide to keep Sam Tecklenburg. Okay. Tight end Colin Thompson. And Josh Babbitts. Which honestly is understandable. I know they were kind of looking thin at tight end at one point. So keeping these two on the practice squad is actually understandable. And Colin Thompson also has experience as well here in Carolina. So that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me at all. Offensive lineman Deontay Brown. He actually made the practice squad. Wow, I would have thought that he would have been cut and gone somewhere else, but if anything, maybe this is one of those that they see the potential in Deontay Brown if he can just get his conditioning and weight under control. Because, I mean, I think one thing that stands out is the fact that he didn't give up a single sack in college. So, I mean, I guess I can understand, but I don't know. I'm surprised because I felt like this is an issue that he's had for a while, for a good while, So maybe the coaching staff are just hopeful that he can eventually get his conditioning and weight to a suitable weight. So here's hoping. Here's hoping. Cornerback Tay Hayes. So I am glad that Tay Hayes, they did keep on the practice squad. Personally, I think he should have been on the main roster. I mean, the dude had a pick six, but I mean, he made the practice squad. So I mean, I guess that's cool, but I would have rather had him on the main roster personally. Wide receiver Rashawn Henry. I know that name's been called on quite a number of times in preseason games, so it's probably somebody that they saw potential in. Defensive end Drew Jordan. I guess I don't know that much about him. Running back John Lovett. Okay, I'm actually happy that they're keeping him. I thought that he had a good final preseason game, and I feel like if he ever gets called upon, could do some damage. So happy for him. Linebacker Aaron Mosby. I thought he was dealing with injury. I thought he was dealing with injury, but maybe I was misinformed or whatnot. But and wide receiver Derek Wright, which I know his name had been called upon a number of times in these preseason games, so that was not too big of a surprise. So that's 14 players. So they're actually able to put 2 more on practice squad because you can have 16 players on the practice squad. So we'll have to see if who the other 2 players they're going to put on there. But yeah, it should be interesting. Should be really interesting. But I mean, at least it's good to see some names have returned and are at least going to be, part of the Panther squad in some capacity, even if it's practice squad. Because anything can happen. Somebody can go down, activate somebody from the practice squad. They get an opportunity. So there's that. But overall, this list of practice squad, mostly makes sense. So we got that. They went out and got themselves a kicker. So, like I said, I still think we're going to see some moves made between now and week 1. I mean, the kicker was one of the biggest needs taken care of. So at least they did that. They took care of the kicker. So that's out of the way. So I still wonder if they're going to address the D-line in some capacity. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, and of course they got Laviska Shenault, which it looks like they've been working him out so far in practice, and we could see him be our Deebo Samuel or our Curtis Samuel, because remember, there were times where Curtis Samuel ran the ball out the backfield, so we could see that as well from Shenault. So hey, but yeah, let me know what y'all think. What do y'all think about the practice squad? The 14 players, 2 to come. And what do y'all think about Eddy Pineiro, the kicker we signed, 1-year deal? You think it was a good move? Think it was this a good kicker? Think he'll do fine? Think it was a bad move? Let me know what y'all think. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell while you're at it. Thank you so much for watching. For another Carolina Panthers Talk video brought to you by Blitzball Champ Gaming here on the U to the Tube, I am your host, Blitzball Champ Jason Ingram. Hope everybody has a blessed evening, and I will see y'all in the next video. Peace.